What's up, friends? Welcome to SPDM TV. My name is Mike, part of the SPDM crew, and I watch a lot of TV. We talk about various TV topics, reviews, and general appreciation of TV past and new. You could follow me on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, and serialized at MLHT2452 to see what all I'm watching. This week, we're going to be talking about shows that a bunch of shows lately that have been getting two seasons, and some that got canceled after two seasons, or one that got renewed and is getting a second season, and one that I'm not really sure why they're getting a new season. So I'll start with the ones that got canceled because that is recent news. A couple shows that I was really excited about that I enjoyed. Both of them got canceled after two seasons. FX canceled English Teacher after two seasons, and Peacock canceled Pokerface after two seasons. And both of those make me really sad because they're comedies. They feel a little sitcom-y. They, Poker Face in particular, I don't think it ever found like its true audience because it was on Peacock, and let's face it, nobody really watches anything on Peacock nowadays. So I'm very curious to see what's going to come about with that, because allegedly the creator of the show is going to be shopping it around, and they're going to be replacing Natasha Lyonne and putting in Peter Dinklage into the main I guess role, which I don't know, that feels a little desperate, but also it doesn't make a whole lot of sense why that would be the reason why the show would get canceled. But I think the overall the Poker Face is a show that I think it just needs to find its audience. English Teacher, on the other hand, I really liked English Teacher because English Teacher had something to say about the school system, and I think FX canceling it kind of feels a little bit like that was a bad decision. So I'm curious to see, what's kind of the reasoning behind it. It seems like it probably never found its audience. I'm kind of wondering if this is because Disney is trying to go away from quote unquote woke TV shows, because English Teacher was very woke, even though it had moments where it was tackling wokeness in a way that I think was palatable and kind of a little bit more from both sides. But at the same time, I really hope that this wasn't because Disney wants to move away from shows that are telling stories from other perspectives, because I feel like English Teacher was a great example of how you could take a premise about a gay teacher and make this into something compelling about everything that's going on with the school system nowadays. I really think that English Teacher, being killed after two seasons just doesn't sit well with me. We also have Alien Earth got renewed for season two, which I'm excited about because I really enjoyed season one. It started off a little slow for me, but I really enjoyed what season two could possibly bring to the table. But then you also have a show like Dune Prophecy, which has started filming season two, which I found the first season of Dune Prophecy just tedious and boring, and I just didn't find anything to really care about with Dune Prophecy. So overall, I'm just not excited about it. And then you got shows like Shogun, who they are trucking along to season two, but they're releasing some casting news and getting people more and more excited about the second season, but we have no idea when season two is going to come out. So lots going on with season twos of television, but I'm going to kind of go through some shows that had two seasons that I really enjoyed, some of which were canceled, some of which were only going to have two seasons. But overall, these are some of my favorite shows that lasted only two seasons. So, a couple shows that lasted two seasons that I really enjoyed. Fleabag lasted two seasons, and both of them were amazing. Mindhunter, I still think that Netflix was crazy to cancel Mindhunter when they did. A show that like I enjoyed the premise, but I really wanted to watch. Like, I think I need to rewatch it in order to see if I really do like it as much as I think I do is Pushing Daisies. So I really like that one. Like I'm trying to premise this by saying that there's certain shows out there that for all we know that they could be getting more content. So like Good Omens would fall into this because at some point I think Good Omens is probably going to get at least that movie to close it out, but I'm not sure if that's actually going to happen. Well, Winning Time on HBO, that's a great one because I feel like you can't you can't have a show about the Los Angeles Lakers end with the Celtics winning the championship. That just makes no sense. Flight of the Concords, another great one that lasted 2 seasons. Agent Carter, I think Agent Carter is a great example of ways that you can, get a good run out of a TV show, but then not get the most out of, what you were hoping for with that. Andor just recently ended, and that was an amazing way to do a 2 season television show. The Nick was really great, timeless. Also another great one that was two seasons. So those are some examples of TV shows that lasted 2 seasons that I quite enjoyed. So what do you think? What are some of your favorite TV shows that lasted 2 seasons? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to do it for this episode of SPDM TV. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew, wherever you get your podcast. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website at .com. Shout out to HiFlyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. And if you have any marketing, logo, or brand standard needs, contact them at HiFlyerCreative.com. Check out the other shows on our network. We've got a lot of great content, so please check out the other shows on the SPDM Crew and support the other members of the crew. And finally, if you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM Crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, happy watching, friends.